Well, welcome back. There's something going on there, so I just won't really say much until I pass them. But yeah, need to work on timing. Alright. But anyways, not much going on today. Just work being a little hectic, but slow at the same time. Had to load up 65 bags of corn with the hail. And they're 50-pound bags, so that's about a little over 3,000 pounds. So I was like, the fuck? That sure did not feel right at all on the back or the legs or the arms. Loaded up 20 bales of straw. It's like, oh my gosh. It's like, alright. It's gonna be one of those weeks. So don't expect much in the way of videos during workout, like between like 9 in the morning and say about 2-ish in the afternoon. Because it's gonna be one of those weeks. It's one of those busier weeks, but no big deal. Just gotta work around that. But yeah. Anyways, news on Haiti. Apparently the earthquake. Well, the earthquake and the aftershocks, I'm sure a lot of the damage and all that could be attributed to the aftershocks too, as they've been quite large. But some of them have been quite large. But the death toll's topping 1,300 people right now. And it's likely to go higher, especially with Grace approaching. It's like, oh my gosh, this is not going to be a good week for Haiti either. But Haiti's definitely getting the worst of it. I'm definitely getting good hours at work, so it's not necessarily bad for me having all that shit happen, but it's like, oh my gosh, it's one of those weeks. Started with Friday the 13th, and everything else just went downhill. Interesting clouds though, but I'm not expecting much in the way of storms, at least until Thursday. So any storm streams will be Thursday afterwards. But speaking of streams, I will likely end up streaming the landfall of Fred today. And depending on what's going on with Grace, I might be able to stream that landfall too. Especially if it poses more of a tornado threat in Texas, as outside of that, there's really not much going on with Grace, and I don't really have a lot of access to a lot of the sites in Mexico, so that's just going to be kind of out the window. But outside of that, still looking at quite a bit of stuff that I could do with Fred, especially the tornado threat and all that going on, but there's really not much else there. Speaking of which, after this vlog and after I get home, Volcano Day, word of the day. Earthquakes being compilation is probably going to be a thing of the past for a while. I'm just going to cover earthquakes as they come in for a while, at least until I go full-time YouTube. Make it a whole lot easier when work's out of the way. But updates on the tropics, likely just going to be a tropics forecast video. I do apologize there. But it just makes it a lot easier with work getting in the way, and it's like, oh my gosh. And deer season's approaching, so it's like, okay. And that's a busier time of year for the work, and then followed by winter, which is even busier. It's just, oh my gosh. But my goal is to jump to full-time YouTube in the spring. But that'll be dependent on having a car. I'll get all that stuff situated, and then beforehand I'll probably try to start saving up, so when I do jump to full-time YouTube, I'm not completely screwed over financially. But yeah, outside of that, there's really not much else going on. So with that does seem to be it for right now. Stay safe. See you in the next video. Bye.